Art Tip Tuesday, Volume 3. Check it out. Hello and welcome to Art Tip Tuesday. This is a show where we basically talk about getting your artwork ready for open studios, as well as treating your art more like a business. Today we're going to talk a little bit about photographing your artwork, so let's check it out. One of the things you can do to get ready for open studios is having fantastic photographs of your artwork. The big problem is that a lot of people don't really know a lot of the techniques that go into getting your artwork photographed, and sometimes you don't have to know. You can just pay somebody else to do it. So let's look at those two things and see what we can find out. Doing it yourself. Doing it yourself is a really great way to pay attention to your budget because usually you can do it on the cheap, as well as come up with some really great photographs. But there are a couple things you're going to need first. One, you're going to need a pretty decent camera. iPhones and stuff are great, but they don't really have the sensor that we're looking for to take really high quality digital photographs of your artwork. You're going to need a tripod. It's really helpful to have. A nail in the wall or easel to put your artwork on, and maybe some lights. And this isn't exactly something you have to have, but it really does help. Having a little bit of knowledge of Adobe Photoshop or having a copy of Adobe Photoshop can really help you out. There are some other programs out there. There's even some on the web that are free, so look at those, but it's not super necessary. First thing you're going to want to do is hang up your painting on the wall. I like to hang mine right on a wall because walls are usually 90 degrees straight up and down. And then set up your tripod a few feet away. And the tripod, you're going to want to raise the camera to be pointing right at the center of your artwork. And this is a really good thing to do because it really doesn't give you any of that warpage, like warp. So get it right in the center, and then maybe we're going to add some light. Now, lights are really tricky. I tend to light stuff by going outside on like a not so clear day. Like I really like the diffused light days, and I'll shoot stuff outside in my driveway all the time, and I don't have to have any lights, which is super helpful for me. The other thing that you can do is get two like floodlights. You want to point them like 45-degree angles at your painting and get those up as well so they're like shooting towards the center of your painting. I'll show you in the diagram right now, and you can check out sort of some ideas. It also helps to have a piece of black fabric behind your artwork. That tends to help the camera pick up all the things that are, the minute details in your piece. The great thing about things today is that you have a digital camera, and you can shoot this a bunch of times and then go look at it on your computer, see what you did wrong, and then go back to it and keep messing with it over and over and over again. Back in the day, you used to not be able to do that. You'd have slide film, and you'd had to get it right every time because you were going to print slides out of your artwork, and man, oh man, it was a giant pain in the butt because if you were just a little bit off, it just messed everything up. So this is a really great time to learn how to do this. And it's not that hard. There are a couple really great books out there. There's a couple fantastic websites, which I'll post the link to in the comments here, so you can look at sort of how to do this and get it done. Having fantastic pictures of your artwork is something that I think everybody needs to have because you can turn that into business cards, you can turn it into prints, you can have that for your records, and it's just a super solid way to do business. I mean, let's face it, you work really hard on your artwork, and when you sell it, it's gone. So it's really a good idea to have a fantastic picture of the hard work that you had for so many different reasons. You can use it for prints, you can use it for digital copies when you're submitting to different shows, you can use that for submitting to open studios, for your print ad that goes in the guide, for your postcards. You're going to want really good digital pictures. The other way to do this is to sit back and enjoy the fruits of somebody else's labor. Basically, you just pay somebody else to do it. It's not that hard, and there are lots of places that do a superb job of photographing artwork. Basically, you'd make an appointment with them, take your pieces in, they'll set up all the things. They have all the lights set up. They'll take pictures and give you digital copies. Some places will even keep your digital copies so that you can just order them later on or order prints from them later on. So do some research of your local spots that are doing this kind of work. It's a fantastic business, and I myself can't always take pictures of the stuff that I have. Some of the bigger pieces that I have, I'm terrible at taking pictures of. So I'm happy to pay somebody else to do it. And then I just go and keep doing my business. So that's something to consider. If you have the ability to pay somebody else to do it, and you don't have the time to do it yourself, or you don't have all the equipment to do it yourself, definitely look into hiring someone to come out and take pictures, or go to their studio and take pictures. As you know, all the tips that we work on in this series are part of the Artspan Toolkit to get you ready for open studios. Here's the lovely link, and I will see you next time. Thanks so much.